Hey, this is Red Band, and you're listening to Kill Tony here at DeathSquad.tv. Go to our website, check our tour calendar, and you'll see that we're at the Ice House every Friday. We have a 10:15 p.m. show. So go to icehousecomedy.com or just go to our tour date calendar and click on the link. It's a big comedy show, and that's the show that we film the Ice House Chronicles on. It's always a good, packed lineup. So check it out at the Ice House in Pasadena. This Wednesday, Death Squad comes back to the Comedy Store for the Death Squad Secret Show. Scheduled to appear Mike Young, Jeff Ross, Billy Bonnell, Joey Diaz, Ari Shaffir, Tony the Golden Pony Hinchcliffe, Bert Kreischer, and myself. There should be also a couple of secret surprise guests. It's going to be a great time. Tickets are on sale, and they are going fast this Wednesday at the Comedy Store. Also, we are coming to Vancouver. Tickets and information are coming soon, but we'll be there for 420, bro. So keep an eye on the calendar for the links for the tickets. And me and Tony are coming to San Francisco on May 12th at the Punchline and May 13th to Sacramento. All these can be found on the tour calendar at deathsquad.tv. Just click on tour calendar. Also, don't forget to go to Tony's website, tonyhinchcliffe.com, to find out all his tour dates. He's touring a lot with Rogan lately. He's got a lot of stuff going on, and he's got some merchandise, so check it out, tonyhinchcliffe.com. And don't forget, last but not least, shopsquad.tv, the official merchandise of the Death Squad universe, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, a lot of stuff. Selling out quick. So if you haven't got anything, get it now. So new items should be on there very soon. And that's shopsquad.tv. Now, I'm sorry about last episode's audio quality. It was a problem with the new audio recorder that we just started using. We found out that you have to hit stop when you're done and wait like 30 seconds before you pull out the memory card, or it just corrupts the file. So that was like a one-time thing. So back to regular quality audio. So enjoy this episode. Here's a brand new one of Kill Tony.
Hey, this is Red Band coming to you live from the Road Famous Comedy Store for a brand new episode of Kill Tony Volume 2. Give it up for Tony Hinchcliffe!
Hi, everybody. It's me. Craziness. It's good to be here, everybody. Another happy Monday for Kill Tony. Very excited to be back. Where comedians get to do a minute in front of me and my funny friends every week, and we talk to them. And whatever happens, happens, and crazy shit happens. So welcome, live audience, to this crazy show. That's where you guys clap. That's where you guys clap, proving to our podcast listeners that there's an actual live show happening here. Our sponsor, Elise Lane, came down sick today, hopefully not from food poisoning. She's the gourmet chef that cooks for us every week, but she's not here tonight, so we miss her.
Yeah.
The Buckeyes are playing in the national championship game, the college that I dropped out of many years ago, which is very exciting for me. And that's happening right now live. So thank you, live audience, for abandoning that game and being here with us in this cozy box tonight. So let's have fun, shall we? What's going on? Anything you want to talk about before we get it started? Anything good?
No, let's do this.
All right. We have a musical guest every single week that has played a new song every week for us. And we have him back again to get you guys in the rhythmic mood. Put your hands together for musical artist, one of my favorites, Pat Reagan, everybody. Here he is.
Back again.
Here he is. It's Pat Reagan.
Pumped to see this face again on this stage. Hey, it's been too long. And I came out with a completely different energy. I'm like, what's up, everybody? Okay, but I'm okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go. I just feel awkward because they just saw me, Tony. I just got off the stage to light applause. And now I'm coming back with a completely different, professional, polished, together energy. I'm going to put on a show for these people. And I think the contrast might be a little off-putting.
I love it. I think this is what I love about spending Monday night in a creepy belly room, is that anything can happen. And when great minds come together, crazy shit happens.
And that was Patricia Reagan. That wasn't Patty Reagan.
Yeah. We don't know that Patty Reagan.
That's good. That's a good point.
For those of you listening to the podcast, wondering what we're talking about, in the last couple weeks we've had Pat play a few songs before the show starts, and then when the show starts, we bring Pat up again, and then he plays a brand new song.
Yes.
And
All right. And
now,
I'm ready, Tony. You don't need to keep stalling anymore. I'm sorry for taking the time up at the beginning of this great podcast. Here we go.
Pat Reagan, everybody.
Guys, this song is about a spiritual journey I went on not so long ago. I tried to pray, but I don't know what would hear me. I looked all around, and I saw no spirits near me. I studied the sun, but the sun was not my father. I gazed at the stars. There were too many to even bother. I stared at your face, but your face, it wore no meaning. I felt no holy grace, no benevolent force intervening. And so I've decided to start worshiping Satan. I've sworn my allegiance to his prickly red balls. He's the fiery prince of all darkness. I fucking bow down before him and say, hey, baby boy, I am yours. Baby boy, I am yours. Satan instructed me to find a Lebanese family and befriend them. Then Satan said I should loan them some books by Graham Greene. And I was like, Satan, my friend, what if this family doesn't like Graham Greene? And Satan screamed, I don't see how that could be possible. And no mortal beast could resist his lean prose. He's a wizard of words and a champion. I fucking bow down before him and say, hey, Graham Greene, you are my king. Graham Greene, you are my king. Let me suckle your dick. Then Satan cried, and I asked him why so tearful. And he replied, I am pure, unfiltered evil. But there's more to me than what you've seen. I love poetry. It make me cream of my jeans. And so I've decided to stop worshiping Satan. He's a weak little bitch who's obsessed with Graham Greene. I've decided to follow my own path. It's a path that is filled with fat blunts and sexy ass in my sweet Prius.
Fuck yeah. He came in without the most confidence, and then he comes in and he crushes.
That hoe be a poet.
Pat Reagan. He's on Twitter at Patty Reagan, crushing with another new song.
That was great.
Coughing. First time he hasn't forgotten his lyrics through the song. Maybe you should complain about how you think it's not going to work more often before things... So he came out, he's like, this is a complete debacle, everybody hates me. And then he crushes. What you podcast listeners can't see is that the audience is right now carrying Pat Reagan off on their shoulders.
Stroking that huge hog of his.
He's already back in the green room. with coke and strippers.
Wow.
For those of you listening to only the audio, not the video version of this podcast, he's already in.
His butt looks hungry.
We just got word he's on a limo to heaven. All right. Josh Martin is right there, everybody, the little weaselly producer. Usually negative and grumpy, but tonight he's hustling around as always. Guys, every week we have a head of security that keeps us safe from anything that could possibly go crazy during this show. He's never had to do anything in the 90-some episodes that we've done. But here tonight, a brand new Patriot, used to be a crazy man in a $5,000 suit. We've replaced him every week to show him exactly how replaceable he was when he quit the show with a brand new person. This comedian doing it for the first time tonight is one of my favorite newer comics that I've seen around here, originally from Chicago. And he's been out here a few months and left a real impression on us. So why not make him the Patriot? Here he is, everybody. Ian Ellis, everyone. At Chicago Open Mic on Twitter. He's made some amazing art. And he's suited up. That fits you perfectly. Fuck yeah. All right. Hi, Ian. How's it going?
I'm the first Patriot shaped like Big Hero 6.
Fuck yeah. 0 for 1, Patriot. 0 for 1.
Pew, pew.
Pretty good. I see the lights are out today. You know what I'm saying? Fuck yeah, buddy. Well, thanks for doing this. You excited about tonight's episode?
This is going to be great. I love the guest.
Let's do it. Me too. So let's bring them up. Ladies and gentlemen, I always have two of my funniest friends on. This one, unbelievable. I'm really excited about this. Two of my favorites. Put your hands together for Anthony Jeselnik and Ari Shaffir. Here they are. Fuck yeah. Welcome. Ari.
Thanks, Tony. How's your team doing?
They're doing really good. It's 28-20 right now. Fourth quarter, 13 minutes left.
You got to feel like positive about that.
Yeah, I feel really good about it. Who are you rooting for in this?
I'm rooting against you and your team and your interests.
You're right. Yeah,
So I'm rooting for not Ohio State.
You're pure hatred.
Pure hatred drives it. And I was at a party earlier, and they all agreed for the sake of Tony not feeling joy.
Well, you and all of them are losing right now.
Yeah,
so
that's
just
true.
soak that in, you fucking loser. Because that's what's happening as of right now. But anything could change in the next.
We could all
13
pray
minutes.
that Oregon wins if we all want to take a moment of silence.
You could. If you wanted to be giant haters, then you guys could do that. Anthony Jeselnik, your first time on the show.
Last time on the show. I think it's great that people would come to see like a live podcast of people watching TV.
Yeah, it's happening right now in a first. I'm pretty sure we might break the internet tonight or something like that. I don't even think we have the internet. I don't even know how this is happening. But yeah, we do have the game here that's just playing just for us. So sorry, guys.
Hey, Tony, you really get people here now, huh?
Yeah, it's fun. It's turned into a crazy thing.
Look at all these dumb idiots.
Right. A lot of these people told me earlier that they went to your tapings of This Is Not Happening.
Really? You're about to find out what 0 for 2 feels like.
Every week our Patriot has a question for our guests. Patriot, why don't you fire it off? What do you got tonight?
Anthony Jeselnik, you've had a very successful career imitating Jimmy Carr instead of developing an original point of view.
Jesus.
What is your favorite sketch in the new season of Amy Schumer?
Oh, my God.
This is out of line. Start to finish, I would have problems with that.
I don't have them run these questions by me. Sometimes it pays off,
finish.
sometimes this happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't prepared for this.
That's
I don't. Did you really have a question?
No.
You seem like you should be asking a lot of questions.
Fuck yeah, you win for it, Ian. What do you got for Ari? You win for it, I'll give you that.
3 different, in one question you managed with 3 different offenses. That wasn't bad.
Ari, you accidentally gave a girl a facial. You have a festival that revolves around the supermoon. You applied to be a paid regular here over 30 times before you finally got to tape your special here.
I didn't apply, bro. I don't know what your level you're on, but there's no application process. You fell out. You just stand up and do terrible comedy, get rejected like everybody else.
Why are the Cowboys so bad at football?
They're not bad at football. That was a catch. He caught the ball, and he was making a football play towards the goal line. He was done with it. He had the ball, and he was moving on.
I feel like we got different questions.
Skills are a little bit weighted on that one. Well, that's Ian Ellis, and I'm pretty sure he signed up to do a minute in the bucket, too. So maybe he'll end up performing in that suit tonight as well. But let's do it, guys. Comedians, you get a minute. Comedians, you know your minute's up. That's 60 seconds when you hear the sound of a kitty. And don't run that light, or else you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. There it is. Okay, got shot at the end. All right. So let's get this thing started. Your first comedian tonight doing 60 seconds and then talking with us about anything. Who knows what? Your first comedian is Chandler Raper. Chandler Raper.
Topical.
Got a good name for comedy. First time we've had Jeselnik on, and he already draws a raper to the.
Do you think Raper's his real name?
I think so.
So, how y'all doing? I'm really sick of all these commercials trying to make fat women feel better about themselves. Bunch of pre-diabetics in their underwear with the message of, "You're beautiful, just the way you are." And the Special K commercial is the worst. These women are getting fitted for jeans, and the tape measure says shit like, "Beautiful, strong, radiant." They need to redo that commercial, but this time the tape measures to say stuff like, "Working mom of 3, eats her feelings." Okay, seriously, you should see a fucking doctor. I'm a little pudgy myself, so I think that gives me the right to talk about fat people. But one girl told me I wasn't fat enough. I say, if Blake Griffin can get away with saying the N-word, I should be able to talk about fat people. I'm at least as fat as he is black, if not fatter. Thank y'all.
Fuck yeah, 55 seconds of Chandler Raper. Most importantly, 7 more points for the Ohio State Buckeyes during that.
That's it.
That set made me really happy.
That's game.
34-20 Ohio State now. Who gave a shit what you talked about during that? I didn't hear a fucking word.
Do it again.
Yeah, sorry, Chandler. Do it again.
So I have a question. How many commercials like that are you seeing? Because when you said all these videos are fucking you up.
Well, those are the 2 specific ones that
The Kmart one?
that pissed me off. But
Where
there's a
are you
lot.
from,
Alabama.
Chandler? Alabama? What part?
Northwest Alabama.
Northwest Alabama. I suggest you go back to there. I don't think there are a lot of rules in comedy. I would say almost no rules.
Very few rules.
But I would throw never talk about commercials into that rule book.
Question we were wondering before you made it to the
for 20
stage.
seconds. Right.
Is
yeah.
Raper the real name?
That's the real name.
How come?
I think last names come from whatever your ancestors' occupation was. So
Wow.
Tell me you've got a bit
draw your
about
own
that.
conclusions. What?
Tell me you've got a bit about that.
I don't.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
God.
I'm new to
Get the
this.
fuck
I haven't-
out of here and write
I
it.
haven't been doing it very long. I'll get one for you. I'll let you know.
Make it an act out.
That's got to be the first.
Yeah. It's so true. You have immediate homework after this.
I'm on it.
No doubt about it.
But do we give compliments too?
You can do whatever you want.
I would say impressive stage stage presence. This is not an easy thing to do and not go first. I think too.
Right.
You handled that well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely.
Yeah.
So your dad's a raper too,
From a long line of rape.
and his father's father was a raper.
Yeah.
Like you guys are, I don't know, like all made without fucking consent.
It's not as sexy as they say.
I was
Is
made
your-
from rape, and I'll give to rape.
Right.
What's your mom's maiden name?
Victim.
Perfect.
Holy shit.
Do you have any children?
Yeah, one.
Baby.
What?
So you have a baby raper.
Because it's a girl.
Holy shit.
It'd be interesting.
Oh.
It's already
you-
written. Your homework's done.
Yeah.
You have a kid? Are you married?
Yeah.
Oh, how old are you?
27.
Damn, bro.
Yikes. What
She just
state?
turned 4.
Ri-
My daughter.
4? Wow. Too late for the abortion.
A little
Eh.
bit. A little late.
What does your wife do?
She works at a restaurant.
Put all your eggs in that basket, my friend.
Oh, shit. Ian Ellis, what'd you think of Chandler Raper? You ever hang out with a raper before?
I'm dying to meet Cosby.
Fuck yeah. There you go.
Your girl's going to be a girl raper, and girl rapers are the toughest of the rapers because they match style with whatever the other word is. The fucking
Aggression.
vocabulary.
No one's saving you here.
Damn it. I don't know what it is. Like, stop turning your head towards me.
Chandler, how long have you been in L.A.?
Since April this time. 3 years before.
You quit and started over?
Yeah, I went back to Alabama. That's where my daughter was born, and my wife's from here, so we moved back in April.
Back to here. Okay. Oh, I've never seen anybody quit and come back. Oh, I've seen it come back, but they only last
That's what
like 2 weeks
rapers
after
do.
that.
They don't just stop when they don't just stop when it first gets hard.
Yeah.
You got to just fucking keep being aggressive.
They won't take no for an answer.
Yeah, exactly. Can't let anyone tell you that you can't do what you want to do. A raper goes out and takes it. You're a true raper.
God, when
Somebody
it gets hard.
hashtag Jezebel for this
Yeah.
this one.
Hashtag what?
Jezebel.
All right, sure. Okay, there you go. For all you hashtaggers, Chandler, it was fucking nice meeting you, man. There you go. We talked with you.
Good
That's
job,
it.
Chandler.
That's how it happens.
You're in the early lead. I'd say you're in the lead right away.
He's got a new killer 4-minute bit out of nowhere. Chandler, raper.
No, don't really do a bit about your last name, though.
You have to.
No,
Oh, yeah,
you
have
should
to.
not do that. You should not
It should be
do
the
that.
first thing out of your mouth.
Absolutely. As long as he's a
Anthony, why are
real
you telling
raper.
these kids?
If they introduce you as blah raper, you have to talk about it. All anyone is thinking is, what the fuck did they just say?
Yeah, maybe on that level. Yeah,
It's like
I can see that.
it's like how you sort of when you started, had to acknowledge that you're Jewish after people brought you up as Ari Shaffir, disgusting Jew.
Right. I would have to say something about it at that point. Yeah, yeah.
You
I
have
see
to
what you're saying now.
acknowledge the name a little bit. Anyway, keeping it moving on. Your next comedian goes by the name of Jeremiah. Just one name.
Oh yeah,
Jeremiah.
it's probably the right music for this. Jeremiah's probably a folk music type comedian, I'm guessing.
Could be.
The Joan Baez of comedy.
One name. One name says it all. Jeremiah, everybody.
Home Stylings of Jeremiah.
What up? How's everyone's night going? Good, I hope. I'm at that age where you start losing, tragic things start happening. You start losing more and more friends to blown out pussies and broken wallets. Talking about babies. Totally forgot what the fuck I was going to say next.
But concentrate on the good 7 seconds you did memorize. That don't let that go away.
Thanks, Ari. They forgot the rules of engagement, though. Pull out, big red button. And if those two don't work, I finally realized why you get a small dog first. 2 toys and stairs. I'm joking. But what's not funny is when your woman's friends start having kids. Shit turns into a biological game of dodgeball. Shit. And you're the fat kid that keeps dodging the same question over and over again. When are you guys going to have a kid? When it's your turn? Shut up, bitch. You're the one with the ugly baby. Find it. Finding it. Damn.
There you go. Good thing he didn't remember anything else. But I must say, Jeremiah, you are the funniest high school football coach I've ever had on the show.
Thank you.
Was that your first time?
Yeah, first time.
Wow, look at that.
First time doing comedy?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, you can applaud, but I still don't think you've been on stage your first time. I wouldn't count that.
Still not.
Yeah, no one ever has to find out about this. It's not like it's a podcast
Can
or
we,
anything.
pretend this never happened?
Heck yeah. So,
Wish.
what made you want to do comedy?
I've always been thinking about it. And
What do you do for work?
He's the bad guy on Happy Gilmore.
Shooter McGavin?
Yeah.
No, I used to work for a railroad, but not
Wow.
anymore.
Where did you work? The 1700s?
Yeah.
What'd you do for the railroad?
I was a conductor, brakeman, switchman. Drove
Holy
Why
shit.
would you walk away from that sweet gig?
I got busted for weed, so they wanted me to do rehab.
They don't let you smoke weed when you drive a train?
It's the shitty part.
How'd they catch you? Were you just laying on the horn?
No. Well, the messy thing is my partners though messed up and ran through a switch, so everybody gets a piss test.
Oh. He fucked it up for everybody. What was he on?
Nothing.
Oh, what?
What a dick.
Did you ever smoke and drive the train? Like, was that a thing that you do?
No, never do that. It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you might go left accidentally?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's no turns to make.
Yeah.
Have you ever, when girls ask you what you do you ever just tell them that you're a conductor?
Yeah,
and they think that you might be an orchestra conductor, and then they find out that
You were working on the railroad.
That's a fucking true story, too. Working on the railroad all the livelong day.
Right. What's the craziest thing you've seen on the railroad driving out there? There's a lot of suicides.
Have you ever seen an Asian man die while hard at work?
No. No. They buried them.
So you've always just worked on a railroad? That's your one job?
Yeah, well, that construction stuff.
When you're being chased or chasing someone on top of the railroad car, what's the best method of jumping from train to train?
Just don't look down.
Don't look down. Okay.
I like that.
Fuck yeah.
Bigger fear, Ebola or people running alongside on horseback?
Probably Ebola.
Hell yeah. Good answer.
You got nothing? You just nodded?
That's a good real answer.
Yeah. Where are you from?
California. Just moved to L.A.
What part of California?
The desert.
Whoa.
High desert.
Wow. Oh, Ian has a question over here.
Have you had any encounters with boxcar hobos?
Yeah, a couple times. That was scary as shit.
Really?
Yeah.
They make you clean your own train?
No, we just hook up the train, but they sometimes they'll just come out of nowhere. I had one just walking around in the middle of the night. I was like, oh fuck.
Have you anyone committed suicide for real in front of your?
No, I never got the chance to let that happen.
Is that your biggest regret?
Yeah, because that would have been at least something to get piss tested for instead of not.
They used to shoot us with rubber bullets because we, as kids, I lived by a train track, and we used to always put GI Joes on there and tape them down so they get squished. And
so they shot
us with rubber bullets.
Really?
Yeah, the old guys are crazy.
Yeah.
What?
God damn.
Wow.
Is it true that you think black lives don't matter?
No.
Well, then good luck in comedy.
They do matter.
Well, Jeremiah, it was fun. You spent your first time on stage with us.
Yeah,
there you
that really
go.
sucked.
You have any questions or anything?
No.
Yeah.
Very good, Jeremiah.
I moved the mic stand.
Since you used to work on railroads, I wish I could tell you that you're on the right track, but it's really tough to do in this situation.
But you know what? If you work hard and you can figure out some way to do the opposite of what you showed us here tonight, then maybe.
Yeah, I was somewhat prepared, but on the way up here, I was like blank.
Well, I'll tell you this, man.
nervous,
It's so
I
much
guess.
more fun to go for it and get to try something than to be a giant pussy. So
Yeah, right.
you got to have fun up here with us tonight. So thanks, Jeremiah.
The biggest thing is be yourself, because you weren't yourself when you were doing it. You were just trying to remember all your fuck.
Yeah, just be yourself. the guy that spills beer.
But you
all over
you were
himself.
you could tell you were just memorizing
Right.
and trying to think of it instead of being like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing today? And you were. That's the biggest thing, because it was really awkward listening to you because you could tell you were just trying to remember everything, almost like a script.
I would actually pick someone better than you and be them.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Well, there he goes, everybody. Jeremiah. He's on Twitter at BlazeGeek. That's his Twitter handle. Unlike Chandler, by the way, Chandler Raper is on Twitter at Chandler Raper. He's that guy. Chandler Raper was available and he got it. And
Have you ever followed a raper?
It was available.
Jeremiah is Blaze Geek.
Charlie
For those of you that
Raper
want to be
was
Raper followers. Anthony, a question that I always ask new guests when they come on is there anything that you ever did when you very first started that you can't believe you did?
Oh yeah. My first time on stage ever was actually in this room, in the belly room, and it was like one of those classes you take, and at the end they have like a ceremony, like
Barnhart?
a thing where
Was it Barnhart's class?
Greg Barrett. No, not Greg Barrett. Greg Dean.
Greg Dean, yeah.
And I remember like killing, like being like, oh, I know how to do this. I'm going to be great.
Yeah.
And of course, my next time I bombed and I had to like learn it. But I went back and watched that tape like a year ago. Full blown fucking panic attack. I was like watching it. It was totally different. Like apparently, I don't remember this, but I had a huge Dennis Leary influence. Like,
really?
and I kept pointing
you had a
at
panic
everybody.
attack watching it? You had a panic attack watching the tape?
Watching it. Like it was so bad and so awful. I was pretty green. I was pretty nervous, but I remembered everything.
How about you, Ari?
What was the question?
Anything you very first did when you started that you can't believe that you did, or like?
Oh yeah.
anything that
I remember when my special came out on Friday, paid regular, Friday at Comedy Central at midnight. What was the question again? Available at arishafir.com.
I think that was the answer to all the
Yeah,
questions.
no, we had this award ceremony, the Scoomies. Remember the Scoomies? Did you ever go to those, Jeselnik?
Yeah, once.
The Southern California open mic. I don't forget however it went, but me and Brett Williams did this whole like piece together, and I was so excited about how good it was going to be. I called Bob Oshak in, who I really looked up to. And I was like, "You'll want to see this." Oh, it was just like 14 minutes of horrible. And since we were together, neither one of us knew how to pull the fucking cord on it and just say this isn't working. Let's just stop.
Yeah.
God, I still feel bad about that now that I think about it.
Does he still talk to you?
Yeah, he does.
Like, did the show
not
come
the
to a
same.
halt like quite as much as you just made this one come to a halt? Like,
Yeah, it was like that. It was like that.
Ian, how about you? Anything crazy happen your first time starting out?
Not my first time. I think the worst joke I tried to do was something about if you want to learn how to go down on a girl on her period, you should suck on pennies while you tie a cherry straw in your mouth, and it was just horrifying.
Yeah, that's really bad.
What's more horrifying, that or right now?
Yeah, having it not work on a bigger platform. I love it. Let's keep the fun train moving along, guys. Your next comedian goes by the name of Michael Schertzer.
Brian.
So apparently there is a war on drugs in America, I've heard. And checking the scorecard, safe to say that the government is losing. Which to me means only one thing. Charlie Sheen is winning. I feel like if ants had to... yeah, that happens. I feel like if ants had to self-identify with a nationality, they'd be British. They spend basically their whole lives waiting in line, and you put just a little bit of heat on them, they desert the colonies like a motherfucker. These are jokes, people. My friend tried to convince me that Ronald Reagan was a terrible actor, but I had to disagree. I mean, he acted like the president of the United States for 8 years. People are still raving about his performance. This killed in my living room. Yeah. Have I hit my time yet?
Yes.
Great.
Definitely. Yes.
Beautiful.
I won't even let the cat respond to that. I just, all right.
I felt like time stopped.
Yeah.
I kept looking at the phone like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Right.
What day is it even?
Crushed it right then.
Those were...
It seemed like there was one-liners from old 80s cheese movies in
Yeah.
there. Like, that's
Fucking
what
tackling Reagan, huh? Fucking deep hitter.
Yeah, tell us about that one. Walk us through that.
Okay, well, people know Reagan from being an
Do
actor.
they?
You're already maybe wrong. Yeah.
How
Pat
old are you?
Reagan.
Pat Reagan?
I'm 25. I worked in politics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you?
I did.
What did you do in politics?
I managed campaigns for city council, Anthony.
Whoa! He said your name, dude.
What's up, motherfucker?
And now you're here.
And now I could have been in Congress, but I gave it up to tell jokes to people who don't like my jokes.
When are you going to start that?
Well, I think that just happened. I just described what accurately happened.
You really think you could have been in Congress?
Oh, yeah, I
Can
was-
you give us like a short little pitch of what it would be like? You giving us a little pitch about what you could do just for
How
a
would
second.
you fuck over the people?
Yeah.
Well, you see,
Because you're not fooling us with your jokes, that's for sure. So
Stop calling them jokes.
ouch.
These are jokes, people.
yeah, you did pull out the old Frasier homage there.
Yeah.
These are the
There was
jokes,
2 of them.
folks.
3 of them.
I love it.
Why did you record this?
I've actually been on Kill Tony like 3 times, and I record them all because I like hearing people talk down to me.
You know that we record it. It's a podcast.
Yeah, no, I know. I've checked Brian's Vimeo. You guys are up to like number 80. See y'all in a little while.
Oh, Jesus.
Pretty cocky for someone who just ate shit for a
Right.
minute.
Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So give us a little pitch. What would Congressman Michael Schertzer be like?
Oh, I wouldn't be like serving in Congress. I'd be working behind the scenes. So it'd be
Oh.
like me receiving emails and responding to people mostly.
Most like kind of assistant work.
Like secretary.
Kind of like, oh, you look parched. Do you want some water?
Yeah. But it comes with government health.
Congress.
Yeah.
God, you missed your calling, huh? It's so good.
Bring water
Michael-
to congressman.
Just telling people they look parched.
You look parched. Oh. Yeah.
Michael, do you go on
That'd be
stage
a
a
great
lot?
job.
Like you've been on this show, you said 3 times, but
Yeah, I go on stage.
you do
Last
in
time
other
I told you
places?
like 4 times a week because I
Yeah.
do jiu-jitsu, but I've
Yeah.
actually been doing it a lot more recently.
okay, well, does it always go this bad?
No, what's crazy is everywhere but here, people like me.
Wow.
Yeah,
so,
it's
so when
weird.
you say Charlie Sheen is winning
Mhm.
at another place,
People laugh.
like for how long? Like how hard? Where are these people at?
I've had that joke actually work in this room on this stage minus you people.
When did you
Whoa.
think... When did you...
Not. Oh.
Maybe we just remind them of good comedy. It doesn't compare. Like, how long ago did you write that joke?
That's one of the first jokes that I wrote, yeah.
How long ago?
Like 7-8 months ago.
Even then it was
Oh,
over,
yeah,
right?
man.
That was way over then.
Yeah, it's been a while.
When was the roast of Sheen? Because he had about 4 months after that.
Oh, that was about a year after Sheen.
I started
well, 2
comedy.
years after Sheen.
I started comedy like just under a year ago.
That's not an excuse for what you've done.
That was
It's terrible. And the
So
fact,
Anthony,
the
no,
fact,
leave him alone.
Can I say something,
I
Anthony?
would have let this go. I would have let this go if it wasn't for the Reagan thing. That's like still bugging me, and I'm just
Right.
pouring it into this winning.
Right.
Can I say something?
I wish you could say something.
You are actually one of the people that inspired me to get into comedy.
That's why I'm so mad right now.
Well, I'm happy to take your rage. Pound it, yeah.
Oh yes.
Come on, I'm at least good for setups, Anthony.
Oh, it's like finding out your baby shot the president.
But at least they picked a noble target.
Oh shit, Michael.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Anything else you want to say?
No, not really. Although, actually, yes, I just started working for Jimmy Dore. He does a political satire show on KPFK.
You're bringing him water.
No, I wrote a few jokes for
Work
his
your way
show,
up, bro.
Ari, and I'm actually, believe it or not, Ari, I'm.
I don't believe it. Don't even say it because I don't believe it.
I
Don't
am-
even say it. Pull out. Don't even say it.
Yeah.
I'm opening for you on Saturday.
That's not opening for me. It's a bringer show downstairs that you're on with me.
Okay, that's the same thing
Actually,
to me
do you
at
mind
this
if
stage.
Do you mind if we edit that part out? Jimmy Dore's a friend of mine.
No problem.
Cool.
Michael, there you go. That's
Thank you so
true.
much.
You don't get to say that you open for people when you're just coincidentally on the same show, by the way. It's not the same thing.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a lesson I
You get
just
to
learned.
say that you were on a show that somebody did, but that's not opening for them. Ari has a really good point there that other people should hear.
Well, then that one is for the books.
There you go. Michael Schertzer, bombing all the way.
Schertzer?
He's on Twitter. Bombing all the way is not his Twitter handle, by the way. However, Son of Satan is.
I'm shaking.
For the rage of those jokes that you, because they're so like.
This is hard to do.
It's
is
tough
hard to
to
do.
it's tough to listen and think and watch the national
And watch
championship
football.
all at the same time.
That Ohio State's running away with.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I wore the jacket for a reason. Put your hands together for your next comedian. It's
That's not what it
Stretch
says.
SHP.
Stretch S.
Not a lot of guys have 3 initials. Oh, here he is. It's Stretch SHP.
How's it going, guys? My new favorite navigation app is Waze. It's a great navigation app. Always gets me to where I'm going, and it also gives out good lookouts, you know what I mean, while you drive to where you're going. Like it'll be like, watch out, heavy traffic reported ahead. It's like, good looking out, Waze. You know, I live in L.A., I get traffic, but now I know that I could handle some stuff, maybe make a phone call, but I know traffic's coming up. Thank you, Waze. Or to be like, watch out, object reported in road ahead. I'll look out for that, Waze. And there you go. A little up the road, it's dark. I might not have saw it. Big tree branch right in the middle of the road. And then my favorite is when it's like, watch out, police reported ahead. Good looking out, Waze. Let me go ahead and put this weed away right quick. Love Waze. That's my joke.
Fuck yeah. 57 seconds.
Wow. How did he manage to squeeze 12 seconds of a joke into 57 seconds?
Hell yeah. I don't know, but he did it.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to think that, you know, just last night you were playing drums for Jimmy Fat Fuck. Son of a bitch. Would have been great. Would have been great. Anyway, so Stretch, I've known you a while. You've been doing stand-up for how long now?
4 years.
Hell yeah. All here in L.A.
Yes.
Right. And you got mugged a couple years ago, right?
I did. 2011, got mugged in West Hollywood, walking up Sweetser, super drunk, coming home from Red Rock one night. Got hit in the head with a tire iron or a crowbar.
Jesus.
Split my head wide open right here. Had to get 40 stitches, 20 down, below, 20 on top.
Wow.
Damn this black on black crime. I assume, right?
You assumed.
And they robbed you.
Yeah, I mean, they got money from me, but they kind of left me there for dead.
Oh, what?
I woke up and stumbled home. I was super drunk. Stumbled home, got in the house, went to bed, woke up the next morning and saw what had happened.
Oh, okay. So now tell the part about how you get back at him. I can't wait for this.
I have no idea who it was.
Oh.
How much money?
Well, it was only like
it was $77. It was I didn't get much.
150 is not bad.
Yeah, I remember it was the same time.
Took me a while to step into that.
They never even noticed it.
From
That's
Red
what
Rock,
really
that's
sucked.
a safe neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was like Sweetser in Santa Monica.
This was
right
the
there.
same time period that Justin Martindale got robbed and I got robbed. It was like this like 6 months.
Well, yeah, I mean, they come up here because they know there's a lot of restaurants and everything, and so they know
Santa
look
Monica
for
and
people
Sweetser.
walking
Wait
home
a
with
second.
tips and shit like that.
Santa Monica and Sweetser?
Yeah, right
are
on
you sure they
Sweetser,
did,
just
are you
north
sure
of
they
Santa
didn't just butt rape you and your forehead was your, you know, the...
What
would they call that? The fucking...
what do they call it?
Vagina?
Maybe. I like that. I like that twist. You
Like
could also fuck that
hand
gaping wound.
What were you looking for?
No, it's like I was trying to think of
Yeah.
leverage.
I like the idea of burglars who would only target comedians coming out of the Comedy Store late at night. Like, what a dumb fucking idiot.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Your Waze joke was, I think you had a lot of fat at the beginning, obviously. I think you could just go through, like, Waze is this cool app that tells you, like, you know, there's a cop ahead. Or, you know, you can get right to that almost, but maybe just say a couple of things real quick instead of...
Oh, good looking out. Wait, just that part.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I've heard a lot of Waze jokes, though, also. So
Have you?
know.
Really?
There's a lot of Waze jokes.
I've heard 3 at least.
Brian performs at all the technology
The
comedy shows.
All the app conferences.
Well, I mean, all the popular, like Tinder. You've heard 1,000 Tinder jokes, probably. You've Grindr. You know, it's hard with the apps. It's weird.
True.
White Waze, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just wrote it like a couple of days ago, and this is the second time I'm saying it, so I just wanted to say it, see what you guys said. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Do you really use Waze?
Yeah, I do. For that reason.
What did you use before that?
My eyesight.
You didn't have another go-to app though?
Well, I only use it because it'll let you know like when the cops are around.
It's great.
It's the only reason.
I would think someone who got their head split open by a tire iron would want the cops to be around.
Yeah.
If I'm super drunk and walking home late at night, then yeah, I would.
They got to get waves for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waze Criminal Edition. So like you just know, mugger ahead.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyway,
Criminals would have to sign up for it, I guess. That'd be hard to get them to all,
Criminals?
sign up.
No, they'll do it.
No,
Yeah.
they won't.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Put your money into it.
Ian, any word on Stretch SHP?
Were you
But you know what? I want to
Probably
know.
not.
Explain Stretch SHP.
Yeah.
All right, well, Stretch is my name. It's a name I got back home from boxing and playing basketball. I've always kept it. I thought I
A
feel it
middle-heighted person.
Well,
You're
yeah,
not short or tall.
but it's because I had a long reach. My friends used to call me Stretch. I liked it better
Oh.
than my real name,
Oh.
and then I kept it, and I always have it. SHP was my group of friends back home. It's really like a symbol more than it is a name, but it stands for Super Hilarious Person, Super Hilarious Productions, all these things that I'm going to further go into, but it's more like a symbol, and it just means that when I come on stage, I bring my friends and my family with me.
Okay, because it sounds like you just have like a really weird business card that someone transcribed incorrectly.
Gotcha.
So SHP is like a group of friends that you have?
You don't have to make your name your production company.
No, I know. It's just what I've...
And you don't
what
have
I've-
to
Do you
make
know
it-
that?
And what you've done is you've managed to make your last name like
An
a
acronym.
shout out to your friends
Yeah.
from another time, like a hip hop station would do or something.
Well, good news is you're not going to be the first black comic to make up a stupid name.
All right.
Hey, leave him alone, Ari Shaffir Incorporated. That's not.
Stretch, fun times.
Thank you,
Good
guys.
chatting with you.
Appreciate it.
There you go,
Thank you,
Stretch,
Stretch.
SHP.
I love how you say. Sometimes Ari, you say things so perfect. Like these are. You get kind of upset. I love how you talk.
Hold on, I got to check my flip phone real quick.
Oh yeah, Ari went back. He decided to lose the smartphone and go to an old school phone because he can't control himself around today's apps.
They still make those?
Yeah, they're hard to find.
I would love to go back.
Go
I
back.
really would. I'm going to.
He started.
You're
it.
not going to?
No, probably not, but I would like to.
What?
Do it.
But Ari, what if you're in your car and you need directions or a map real quick? Like you just call somebody that has.
I learn how to get there.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What
I'm
about
not- I'm not
traffic
gonna drive.
and your?
I don't drive anymore. New York. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's definitely worse. It'd be nicer to have a GPS.
And Yelp, like, where's this restaurant?
Yeah, sure. Or I'll just go in somewhere. Live my life. Oh, a lot of people are here. I'm going to try this place.
Your next comedian goes by the
Words
name.
out. Saddle Ranch is the happening place to eat on Sunset.
I agree with you, and I'm embarrassed right now.
That's such a good, big portions.
Put your hands together for Eli Gorey, everybody. Eli Gorey.
Oh shit!
Whoa, no Eli Gorey.
You know,
means-
that
Get
means-
the blacklist out.
He just
Someone's
got-
name's getting added.
There you go. You blew it a little too early there, but all right. He just got blacklisted. Fuck yeah.
He probably had the same waves bit and didn't want to be embarrassed.
That name comes from the old days of Hollywood where they found out you had one drop of black blood in you. You were no longer allowed to work.
What?
Yeah. That's the old Hollywood.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Put your hands together for...
Blacklisted.
Okay.
Another list. Because they had to know who the black people were, so they kept track of them. It's a big list hanging in the mayor's office.
What was it called?
The blacklist.
Put your hands together for your next comedian, Speedy Guerrero.
Oh, yeah.
It's a new name. I'm excited to see what comes up here.
Oh shit! Two in a row.
Wait.
No,
Let's just
trust me.
make sure.
He's slow. He's going to run the fuck up here in no
Seems
time.
like a guy named Speedy would take his time.
When you said Speedy, I was like, please let his last name be Latino.
Yeah. Speedy, are you here? That means he just got blacklisted. Wow, 2 in a row. Fuck yeah, he just got super mellow blacklisted. All right, let's give another guy a shot. Put your hands together for Johnny Gold. Here he comes. I see somebody moving up there. This is another new name. Johnny Gold. Hell yeah.
The Jews are doing the job the Mexican won't.
Cool. I'd like to start off with a couple impersonations. Here's an impersonation of my dad when I was 4 years old. My dad when I was 4 years old. See ya. Here's an impersonation, another impersonation. Here's an impersonation of Dick Cheney going into a gas station. Dick Cheney going into a gas station. I'll take the blood of the innocent victims on pump 2. And a Snickers bar because I'm patriotic. I've been dating a lot of molested women lately, and I don't know if they're very sexually adventurous, and it's kind of shocks you. I don't know how they became like that. Maybe it's because they learned how to suck a dick at an early age. I don't know. And when they tell you, my uncle molested me, are you gonna kick his ass? I'm like, no. I'm gonna fucking give him a gift certificate because he taught you well. Thank you.
Okay, for real. As a comedy fan, I have a question. Jeselnik, you could take those topics that make them funny. Could you not? It's just writing, right?
There was the topics have been done. I mean, I think I have jokes on all those topics.
Oh, okay.
But there were some. Are you saying he wasn't funny because you laughed at him?
No, the setup of that, how dark that was in front of this crowd that wasn't getting it.
You know what I love the most?
You can make that rape stuff funny, right?
Why do you keep asking that like you've never heard all my material?
I guess, I don't know why I'm asking it that way.
Yeah.
Mostly I was saying maybe rewrite it or something for him.
You know what I really, really,
I don't know what I was
really
getting at,
love?
really.
I don't. I'm a famous comedian. You know I have jokes about those things.
Maybe I was thinking help him make that funnier.
You should have said that.
Maybe that's what it was.
And no, I won't.
Okay.
Johnny, I like your style. How long you been doing comedy?
Since 2002.
Nice.
Yeah.
God, the audience was in disbelief at that one. They were like, holy shit.
Well, to be honest, I really don't give a fuck what the audience thinks. So,
No
offense. That's cool. That's cool. I mean,
Jeez, they
no disrespect.
Jeez, they
No
like you,
disrespect.
Johnny. Settle
No,
down.
I'm
What's the
not.
problem?
No,
an asshole.
I didn't mean it like that.
You're acting like they're booing you or something. You're like, I don't give a fuck.
Wait a second. I take that back.
Jeez, you're a wild
Let me
one.
get 'em
I
back.
see why you haven't broken big in 13 years of doing this. You have a real attitude problem, Johnny. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
All right, you must. Okay.
How often do you get on stage in those 13 years?
I actually, the reason I believe I didn't make it is because I didn't do a lot of Hollywood stuff. I do a lot of stuff in the, around the country, but I really never. I love this room and I love coming down here, and I had some showcases down here. Mac Lindsay got me a couple.
That's a hell of a name to drop.
Yeah, I know. He's
Mac
kinda,
Lindsay
I
drop.
like him. I've done a lot of shows with him, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not good enough. I don't know. I just continue to be an artist and see where it
you're not
me.
in a reality TV show right now. I don't know why you're going through this.
I'm a little nervous. You're awesome, and Ari and everybody's cool. So I
thanks-
wasn't
thanks-
nervous.
That's
Thanks
very
a lot,
specifically
Johnny.
different.
Piece of shit. The
That's
one that brings
very
us all together.
very
Wait a
different.
minute, man. Wait a minute. I've listened to every fucking podcast. That's why I came down. I love it.
Wow, thanks, Johnny.
Everyone. I love it.
Fuck yeah.
Now all I have to
Where'd
do
you
is
come
win
down
one.
from when you say you listen to every podcast?
I live in Riverside.
Wow.
I thought it was
That's a
heroin.
hour-long drive, right?
2 hours, really.
Wow.
Yes.
I hooked up with a mom from Riverside once.
That's all there is in Riverside. They don't let non-moms hang out in Riverside. How'd that go for you?
It's pretty good, but when they're on top and they're kind of like leaning over? Moms don't have presentable bellies.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got that extra wrinkle, sun damage thing going.
It's that, yeah.
Right.
The flap.
Mm.
Unsettling.
Johnny, what else do you do other than stand-up?
I own my own business.
What's that?
Diesel truck shop.
Wow.
Yeah.
How's that going? Good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good, yeah. Better than stand-up, obviously. I think I did win a contest the other day. They got free chicken wings, so that's probably the best thing I've won in 13 years.
Yeah, you don't even get chicken wings after this.
No, I'm just so fucking grateful to be able to do this down here.
I love it.
I love it, man. I love it. I love the Comedy Store. I wish I could perform here, but,
I wanted to see what would happen if I didn't say anything, and I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad. Normally I would try to host, but no, that was amazing.
I'm fucking everything up as usual. Probably.
No, it was beautiful. That was like a work of art. That pause right there. Holy
I mean,
shit.
I want to be an artist. I do slam poetry, and I like
It seemed
the art.
very.
I know.
it
We just
seemed-
saw 57 seconds of
Yeah.
it.
I like doing that, and I just love the art of it. You know, my parents were actors, and I really got to learn a lot. So I love doing it.
Were your parents in anything we might recognize?
Well, my mom was on Broadway, and my dad was no.
It
nothing.
seemed very
Wow.
like I was
So
going to
you're-
ask if you did poetry places before because you seemed like you're more of a poet kind of.
Well, I
than
just
a,
when you do a minute, you got to pick and choose. Like I do have basic stuff like about relationships and stuff like that. But I mean, when you do a minute, you got to like edit it down. I had some other stuff that was G-rated, but then when I saw Anthony Jeselnik up here, I thought, fuck it, I'll bring it all out. I thought,
Right.
'cause he's fucking dark too, man.
He certainly did, my friend. He certainly brought it all out.
Yeah.
So Johnny, what do you do on a night like this after this? How soon after this do you get in your car and drive back to Riverside?
No, I'm gonna stay and watch the whole show.
Right. And then what?
I might go down and see if I know anybody from back in the day, and then maybe watch some comedy.
How often do you come here?
Fuck, man. I used to come here all the time, but I quit because you can't get stage time. You can't get good just hanging out. So, you know, I'm a Long Beach comic. That's where I did a lot of my comedy in Long Beach.
Yikes.
You know, you get up every night. When you come down here, and if you're unknown, if you're not famous, what the fuck? Fuck you, motherfuckers. God, it's just fucking. I'm just trying to. Fuck it. I don't know. I wish I could get up here every night, but I don't know the process. That guy Tommy, I tried to get in through him, but he personally didn't like my comedy, so.
He didn't?
I think one time I did do a set here, and Ari, after my set, told the audience, "I'm sorry."
Ari apologized for you before?
That was a long time ago. But
Wow. Damn. How long ago was that?
that was fucking long. 2009.
What are your what types of other art are you into? Like when you said that you want to be an artist, you said that you do slam poetry, but
Yeah, I like slam poetry. I
what
love stand-up
exactly is slam poetry? I really don't even know.
Well, a lot of people hate it.
I know that.
But I love it. I love it because in stand-up comedy, you know, when it can be kind of not very intellectually stimulating. So in slam
Speak
poetry,
for yourself, buddy.
I mean, how many times I got to listen about somebody jerking off? But in slam poetry, on the other side, it could be also horrible too because people just make fun of it.
You can't do slam poetry about jerking off?
No.
You can't?
Well, you can, but
It's like softcore rap.
yeah.
Wow. Can you give us an example of like 10 seconds of slam poetry that would blow our minds and sell us on it forever?
It's 10 seconds.
All right, 20 seconds. You hear that? That's your opportunity calling. When you
I
hear
haven't done
that,
it in so
when you
long,
hear
man.
the
I don't
sound of
wanna
that
fuck it up.
owl, that's what it was.
The other night, someone broke into my house, and while I was in bed, I could hear them, and I didn't want that person to leave as much as I want this guy to leave right now.
There he goes,
Thanks,
Johnny Gold. Thanks, Johnny. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. There he goes. He's on Twitter at JGLBC. We never got that slam poetry. He didn't have it for us.
This is like auditioning people for a Beckett play.
I don't even get that, but I love it.
I knew you would.
Off of your timing alone, I laugh. Ian Ellis.
I have a question for Anthony. A lot of the jokes tonight, it's stuff that's past its expiration date. Have you taken a joke from topical to evergreen, and can you help comics understand how to
You
do
don't
that?
get another chance at asking a good question, you piece of shit.
Taking a joke from topical to evergreen is pretty difficult. You know, I think when you try to do that, you just end up with a bad evergreen joke. You kind of have to, it's got to come up naturally. Sometimes you can forget the formula and then write it again. But I don't think this is any information that you'll ever use.
Your national champions of this season are the Ohio State Buckeyes,
Oh,
everybody. 42-20. Wow. First ever college football playoff. I've been getting texts for the last 3 weeks from this white-hating Jew, Ari Shaffir.
I don't think they should have been representing the top four. Now I'll take it back.
Okay.
They were number 4, right?
Yeah, they were really number 6.
Yeah, that goes to show you how bullshit the BCS is every year.
It really does.
Garbage. But now we know. Okay. Your next comedian. Let's try to get one last
Thank God
one up
Ohio
here,
State was
right?
so injured. Otherwise, it would have been a tough game.
Your next comedian is Malia Sy-Ass.
Possible girl. It is a girl.
Hey, I don't want to make a baby. Not into breeding. I don't have like a maternal Pinterest board or anything. I think I would be more into it if I was a guy. Like, you're so lucky. You're the injector, not the incubator. It's fucking awesome. Like, literally, if you want to make a baby, all you have to do is like, and you just walk away. But like, I'd have to invest my time and my body and my sobriety. I don't like that. I think it's just because I'm lazy, right? Like, it's like ordering a pizza. Guys can be like, hi, I'll have the pepperoni pizza. But girls have to, like, make it and cook it and deliver it and then go back on Yelp for the rest of their life to make sure everything came out okay. I don't have that kind of follow-up skills. I'm not a monster. I like kids. I just, like, I don't want one, you know? Like I believe in the miracle of life. Like, two people can get together, create a creature, shoot it out of their private parts. It's a fucking miracle, but
Fuck yeah.
All right,
there
thanks.
it is. Fuck yeah, Malia.
I have to say my favorite thing is when a comedian on stage says, I'm not a monster, because that absolutely means they are a monster in real life.
It's
I
true.
say it every
I
set.
fucking hate kids. Yeah.
I like how you were not at all like the last guy.
Well, thank you. Oh, wait.
However, they both live in Riverside, I bet. Malia.
Now that's an insult.
Right, I know. How long have you been doing stand-up?
About 3 years.
Right.
Where are you from?
New York.
Okay.
New Jersey, New York.
Why'd you come here?
My day job. I transferred out
Okay.
for a day job.
What's that?
I'm a fashion designer. I
For-
was. I got laid off.
Oh,
I'm on unemployment, which means I can focus on my comedy right now.
wow.
Yeah, it's really paying off, obviously.
Yeah. What kind of clothes do you design?
Well, I was huge. I was huge during the urban hip hop era.
You were huge during
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I brought you rhinestone encrusted denim hookups. That was
Oh,
me.
That was you. Cool.
Yeah, you can. You're welcome. You can see my stuff on like Cops and America's Most Wanted, stuff like that.
I see what you did there. That's a big ring that you're wearing on your right hand.
The lion one?
Yeah. Nordstrom's Rack, $5. I'm a bargain shopper.
So when you're talking about how easy it is for the guy to make a baby and the woman to make a baby, like, are you trying to make a baby? Do you think that
No.
is that on your mind? Is
well,
that why
it's
you're
like what you were talking
about
about with the mom that you were fucking, like your body. Like, I don't want to have to deal with all the.
Yeah.
It sounds horrible.
Yeah.
You know.
that? Does somebody that you know want to make a baby with you?
Well, no, I just think society puts pressure on you. I have a lot of friends that are having babies. I just
Right.
thought about it. and
Well,
I'm
you look like you've withstood that pressure till it's too late.
That's so.
Age, that's the line. Age.
It's true, guys. The biological clock does not end with the sound of a kitty. It's a biological.
But it does have to
clock
do with your pussy, so.
There you go. I see what you did. Actually, I don't.
Yeah.
I got really confused at the part where you compared yourself to Yelp, because then you were talking about like making the pizza and then delivering the pizza, and I was like, wait, what's going? Oh, delivering babies.
Well, I just feel. I think it's like I'm lazy. Like I feel like the people that I've seen that have had kids, the mother's always like, you're more attached to them, right? Like the guy can peace out if he wants, or he could like go play. I don't know. I just don't want that kind of responsibility. I'm lazy. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe that you're lazy. I would say dig deeper. Like it's obviously a bit that you believe in and it comes from you, but I think everything you said is something that we've all heard before from other comedians. But I think there is something there if you just keep on digging and find what's unique about it and just bring people something they've never heard before. I don't believe that you think that what you just did was funny, although I do believe you probably are funny.
Well, thanks.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I know who. I know
I'm
who's
not
getting.
playing anymore.
I know who's getting you pregnant. Fuck yeah! Well, there she goes, Malia Sias,
All right,
everybody.
thank you.
Another one down the drain. This is the part of the show where our two regulars go on. Should we do one more?
Yeah, it's only 9:20.
I think we have more time. Okay.
What time does Bears come in here?
10.
10.
9:45.
Okay.
By the way, all this Jewish music's very. Do you recommend any Jewish musicians other than? Because I played 9 Jewish
Yahoo,
songs.
right?
They all suck.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Your next comedian is Danny Green. Danny Green. Here he comes.
Different Danny Green.
Thanks so much. Thanks for calling my name last. If I wasn't here, I'd be at home crying, wanting to text my ex-girlfriend. She dumped me. I told her that I love surprises. So on Christmas, she introduced me to her other boyfriend. Yeah, so that didn't feel great. One clap. I'll take it, Patriot. I'll take it. What do you think is worse? Do you think somebody walking in on you while you're taking a shit or while you're having sex with somebody? Because when I was in high school, both of them happened to me. My dad walked in on me taking a shit, and my boss walked in on me. Well, I mean, I thought the store was closed and nobody else was there, but my boss walked in on me fucking my dad, and I was like, yeah, that's what you get for not fucking knocking twice before you walked in. All right, thanks. That's it.
Fuck yeah.
What was that, 45?
It's 50.
50, okay.
50.89.
Keep it under. You got
Way to go right for it, man.
Yeah.
I like the act out at the end that you didn't just say you were fucking your dad. You were actually moving your
Showing-
hips
yeah,
like
yeah. So
back
people
and
knew.
forth.
So
Yeah,
people knew.
I was getting in
It's,
there.
it's a
Getting
stark
in there.
contrast. Yeah.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Almost 4 years, but not all in Los Angeles.
Where were you doing it before?
I started in Buffalo, New York, and then 6 months after I moved to Charleston, South Carolina, did improv and stand-up there for 3 years, and then came out here in April.
Do you do drugs?
Weed.
Weed?
But nothing else besides that.
Okay, then here's my follow-up. Have you ever eaten or slept before?
Dude, I'm a struggling artist in LA, man. I'm not eating much. Trust me, I get hear from my mom all the time.
I believe it. You look terrifying.
Yeah. if you only knew, you were the reason I started doing it. So.
Wow, look at this. Look what we're hearing tonight. The new regime, Anthony. How does that make you feel?
You should see my
All
first
this
time.
blood on my hands.
I'll take it.
You are.
I had good intentions.
Also, if you don't want me and Ari have the flip phone connection. So if you don't want me, then me and Ari can have.
Yeah,
What'd you get? What'd you get?
I get the feeling that Danny's
what
is
is-
not by choice.
What? No, not by choice at all. This is loyalty. I
It's
still have an
ironic.
AOL email address. That's all that is. It's loyalty. I've never gotten a smartphone.
Why are you being loyal to the AOL Corporation?
Right.
Hey, they never did me wrong. Free
Heck
CDs.
yeah. This is the
Free,
kind of-
3 minute CDs.
How
you
is
want
that
me to
to be
go
this guy's
against them?
girlfriend?
You want me to go against them?
He still has those CDs stacked just in memoriam.
Getting more minutes.
150 more hours free.
That's all I need. That's all I get paid, and I asked the store for that, but they're not paying me for anything.
It's crazy.
What do you do for money?
Well, I had to go back to Buffalo for the last month for a funeral, so I had to quit my job before I left, and I have a job interview tomorrow to be a manager of a restaurant in Hollywood. So we'll see how that
Good
goes.
luck, bro.
What was the job you had to quit to go to a funeral?
I worked in restaurants for the last 5 years, just serving.
Okay.
How loved was this guy that it took a month for his funeral?
I didn't give a shit. It was my grandpa, but he was 90, and he was an asshole anyways. But my mom's an only child, and her mom died like 40 years ago, so I stayed home to help her out, like cleaning all of his stuff out and all that type of shit.
What you just said is funnier than your act.
Your grandpa didn't leave you anything?
Nothing. He had fucking.
What a lazy fuckhead this 90-year-old was,
He never even came and visited us, let alone.
Well, who
gave us-
cares about that when it's all about money at the end?
Well, yeah,
you don't know that?
No money. Trust me, I wish I could be eating right now.
He never saw you do comedy or anything?
My grandpa? Fuck no.
He would have given you less money had he seen you do comedy.
No, my parents and all that have seen me, but not my grandpa.
At least you can say that's not what killed him.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Danny, tonight you were like the Oregon Ducks.
What is that? A loser?
42 to 20 losers?
42-20. No, I'm kidding. I loved you, Danny.
Thanks,
Fun
man. I
times.
appreciate it.
Anything for Danny?
You,
Anybody?
you have good stage presence. You know that whatever trick you did at the end, sure it was fine, but I would like to see more of you. I think that maybe that joke wasn't your best.
It was kind of coming to a thing now because I really am sorry to waste time. I really am going through a breakup. So it's like, do I talk about stuff that's not funny that I'm actually going through, or do I tell old jokes that quote unquote work, but I don't have fun saying them anymore? So I say those.
Why don't you find the middle ground?
Okay, I get what you. Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
If you want to talk about recent stuff that's not funny and you just want to rant a little bit, it's great if you have like 20 minutes and you just throw that in between a couple jokes. But as you know, if you have 1 minute to prove yourself, because you don't know, you could have done one of those jokes and we could have all said something about one of those jokes and you had a whole new tag to it. It could have helped you on something that's worthwhile.
I'm with you for sure. Well, I'll be back again for sure.
Come back again soon, Danny. There
Awesome.
he goes.
Thanks,
Danny
guys.
Green. I'm Danny Green on Twitter. Heck yeah.
Do you think his palms were sweatiest when he shook your hand?
Yeah, probably.
Malia Sias, by the way, is on Twitter at the Beast Mark, if you remember her from 2 comics ago. That's I'm Danny Green on Twitter, Danny Green. This is the part of the show where we have our 2 regulars who do a brand new minute every week. 2 young ladies that have been with us for a very long time.
Wait, the same people every week do a new minute.
These are the only 2 people that do a brand new minute each week. They're on every episode.
Sarah Mostajabi?
Close. You almost nailed it. Different last name. Put your hands together for your first comedian tonight. She dropped out of the University of Florida after coming on Kill Tony, and she's been doing comedy for 1.5 years ever since then. Put your hands together for Kimberly Congdon, everybody. A brand new minute each week.
Guys, sometimes life's not really fair. For example, if I hang out with a guy for a little bit and then I ignore him, I get called a bitch. But if a man hangs out with me for a little bit and he ignores me, he just gets called my father. It's it really is inequality. And I feel like as a female comedian, sometimes I have to be a voice for women. And so I'm here to say we want equal rights and also like still free dinner. We could have both. I feel like everybody's been in one of those on and off again relationships where you get back together with someone. I know I was. But you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you're great at sex.
Exactly 1 minute. Kimberly Congdon. Fun times. I don't know what the bad comedy umpire at the top was doing during that.
I was really, the last tag, all I was interested in is this guy going to fucking go one more time?
Right. With that dumb horn sound. The worst type of people.
So you haven't performed this minute ever before just now?
Yeah, I just wrote it. Yeah.
Like when you say just wrote it, do you take like a week to write it, or you just kind of like day of, you're like, all right, here's something?
Yeah, probably like 5 or 6 p.m.
Okay.
On Mondays. I've gotten really good at writing them last minute.
But things also come up sometimes throughout
Well,
the week where
I'll throw some stuff that I tag onto my bits that I've been using since the beginning of Kill Tony. And so I keep working on my old jokes and adding this stuff. And sometimes I think of new tags and I'll just do a minute on that.
Right.
So it just keeps branching off.
I thought that was good. I thought that was like really good especially for what it was. Even if I didn't know that you do a new minute every week, I would have been like, oh, that's good. And I think the lesson that everyone can learn, even you piece of shit audience members who don't even do comedy, is just how relaxed you were. You know, you were so comfortable because you do this every week. It's just a new minute, so you don't give a shit what we think, what anybody else thinks. And all you fucks up there should pay attention. You don't care. That's the secret.
It's true. The confidence of knowing that she's back every week for a minute, no matter what, gives it a different vibe. Ari, Kimberly Congdon.
Remember when Johnny Gold said that he didn't care what the audience thought?
Yeah.
He was lying.
We didn't believe him. We didn't believe him. So what else is going on, Kim? How's life going?
Life's going good. The Ducks just lost, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Urban Meyer still coaches for Ohio State.
Fuck yeah, she's a college football fan, guys. So be careful. She's also Latina.
Yeah, so I'm insane.
That's right. All right. Well.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. Ari, is there a reason why you're not talking to Kim?
No, I don't know.
Could I ask a question? Did I in some way influence you?
Not at all.
No.
Shit.
That was hilarious that kept happening. I love that so much.
He got a decent laugh off it the first time, and he was like, "Let me go. I can get it again."
Yeah.
I think you guys are talking about two different things.
Probably.
Oh.
Kim, who are your comedy influences?
I like Sarah Silverman. I like Bill Burr. I like.
All right, that's enough. That's a good amount. Well, thank you so much. There she goes, Kimberly
bye.
Congdon, everybody. Another new minute. They come in, they crush, they have fun. The other regular, put your hands together for, it's the great Sarah Wineshank, everybody. Here she is.
What's up, guys? So I got a lint roller from IKEA. I didn't go with the intention of buying a lint roller. It was at the checkout stand. And who doesn't need a lint roller? So I bought it. And the only thing I could think about is, who the fuck invented the lint roller? Who was like, you know what? We need something to handle all this lint. It's a huge problem. I got an idea. Let's put some painter's tape on a stick. The loneliest part of my weekend is when I was just sitting on my couch, lint rolling myself. Just listening to the squeak of my lint roller. Like, I'm really taking care of business. You peel off a new sheet when it's not working anymore and you have hope. This is gonna be good. Okay.
I fucking love it. That's right in her style and vein. It's to talk about things and extend on them, those little inanimate objects, and I love that. I think lint roller's a great one. It's definitely one that hits very close to home with me. I'm obsessed with my lint roller.
You are?
I have one little lint roller that I keep in the car. I have
You
a
do?
big monster fucking one at home. And,
Makes
you know,
sense.
yeah, it's just, it works. The motherfucking thing works.
See, that's my problem with the bit, is when you're like, who the fuck invented this? Like, a genius did.
Right.
Like, that's
Right.
an amazing
And I think
invention.
that's, yeah, exactly.
Like a sick genius, though.
Hmm?
Like a sick genius, almost.
Is there a different kind?
I think you.
Yeah, you're right.
I think you could take them on a trip. You know what I mean, and start with the tape on a stick, and then talk about the genius. You know what I mean, the evolution of it. The first one to put it on a roller. I mean, in the lint world, that's the invention of the fucking. It's like the invention of fire. You know what I mean? Like it's a big
Yeah.
deal in the lint world.
Yeah,
Not a
but
good one.
I also feel like
Circle,
it's like-
ball. What the fuck?
I feel like
Nothing.
Take the microphone away from your mouth.
I feel like it's like a privileged thing to worry about lint. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, put some of that in the
All
bit.
over
there.
the world.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Absolutely.
think?
Oh yeah, the lint roller is the thing, in my opinion, that
I send them to the troops.
only lint rollers. I love it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I hook it up. But like I liked you for that minute. I thought that like the second half where you were like laughing about like rolling on yourself, like that seemed like the real you. In the beginning was like almost like you were trying to manufacture the bit. But you can tell we're already totally into lint rollers.
Yeah.
Like you could have just come up and been like LR, and we would have known what you meant. And then you just jump right into it, you know?
Okay.
I use packing tape. I don't use lint rollers.
Oh, the poor man's lint roller.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
You're a fucking buffoon.
I really have, man. I've taken the step up in the lint roller game. I mean, I started with just a small rinky-dinky one, but some of them you peel off the one and it's not a clean break, and you're like, fuck this.
Dude, I don't even peel it off. I just toss them.
Oh.
Just the
That's how
entire
well
lint
I'll do it.
roller?
Yeah. Use it once, gone.
Disposable lint roller?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Holy
You're a
shit, you
I
are
got
living
money.
the life.
I got money.
Wow, I can't wait to get to that point to where I'm using lint rollers one time.
So good.
Beautiful.
So good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I really do. I love the fucking lint roller, and I started small, but it's one of those things that you don't want to go cheap with. You know,
Really?
it's worth the investment. Another thing that I did very recently, got new hand soap, went for the fancy hand. I'm like, you know what? Why do I always have stupid hand soap? Like, what's the What's a great fucking hand soap? Look that shit up.
What is
and
it?
now when I'm at home, just all day, just creepily smelling my own hands. It's amazing.
You thought we'd be with you on that because we talked about lint rollers together? No.
Yeah, no.
I'm telling you.
No, you're
I'm
super
ahead of
fucked
you.
up.
I'm ahead of you on the.
You're super fucked up.
I'm 7 months ahead of you. 7 months, you're going to be telling me about the new hand soap you got. Sarah, so much fun. You did it again. Another new minute on something goofy.
you.
Something great. Sarah Weinshang. You guys get it all in on her? Did you guys feel good about that? We did it, guys. That's the show. Iron Patriot tonight was Ian Ellis, everybody. He was there for us. Terrible questions, but he played it off well. Great guy. We love him. Follow him on Twitter at Chicago Open Mic. Thank you, live audience. Ari Shaffir and Anthony Jeselnik on Twitter have a lot of shows coming up. Anything else you guys want to promote specifically?
I want to promote Ari's stand-up special Friday at midnight, Saturday at midnight on Comedy
Friday night
Central.
midnight. Thank
Friday
you.
night midnight, Comedy Central. Ari Shaffir.
Thanks, Anthony.
You're welcome.
Friday at midnight, Ari's new special, Comedy Central, paid regular.
When the odds out by Friday.
Catch me animated in the opening credits for that.
That's right.
I'm there, smoking a joint. I'm going to go smoke a joint right now because that's episode what Bobbity Bob Kill Tony. Ada! Bye. Thanks, live audience. We're going to take a picture real quick.